So this question, which was asked on 2018 sixth semester mechanical students on dynamics of machinery. So this was the first KTU batch written DOM examination. So the part C that actually came from the sixth module, vibration. First question, for this particular figure we have to find out what should be the natural frequency. And again question B also we have to find out the natural frequency. So in order to find out natural frequency of system, we have three methods. First one is equilibrium method, second energy method, third one is Rayleigh's method. So equilibrium method, we will go for the dynamic equilibrium by writing the D'Alembert's principle. Then we will find out the equation for equation or expression for corresponding natural frequency. Where in the energy method, the concept says that total energy of system is a constant. So by taking derivative, we can obtain the expression for natural frequency. In the Rayleigh method, they are equating the maximum kinetic energy will be equal to maximum potential energy. That's a statement for Rayleigh's method, that it will directly give the expression for natural frequency. So in this particular problem, we can obtain that the displacement are angular. So in this kind of problems, we can use energy method as a best suitable method for solution. So we will adopt this method, energy method, for this particular problem. According to energy method, the statement gives that total energy, that is kinetic energy plus potential, these are the total mechanical energy of system, it will be a constant. This is the basic definition. So here kinetic energy, that will be the corresponding rotation of this pendulum, because it is pivot at one end and with a massless rod, a mass m is attached to the one of end. So there will be kinetic energy. Now come to potential energy. There will be two kind of potential energy, elastic potential energy as well as gravitational potential energy. So we can find out these two and take the sum, that will be constant. By taking derivative, we can find out the expression for natural frequency. During the oscillation, I just assume that this mass have an angular velocity omega at a displacement of theta. So the kinetic energy of the body, or this combination, I can write that half into I into omega square value. There is a spring also attached to the rod, which is having a length of a value. So by sweeping an angle theta, the force acting on the spring can be find out, or the potential energy, elastic potential energy of spring can be written as half into k into x square value. Here the elongation of spring can be taken as a theta into whole square value, plus the gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy means the pendulum, initially it was in this position. After sweeping an angle theta with respect to the original position, it will go up by a height of this value, that can be taken as L minus L cos theta. So we can write the potential is equal to mg into L minus L cos theta. So this should be a constant C value. So now we got that this total value goes to a constant value C. If we take derivative on both sides, we will get the half into I into omega, that is the derivative of angular displacement theta. So I can say 2 into d theta by dt. Again derivative with respect to time, that gives d square theta by dt square value, plus here half into k, that's a constant, a square also constant, theta square derivative, so 2 into theta into d theta by dt, plus mg, L is a constant, inside 1, derivative of 1 that goes to 0, minus cos theta derivative, that goes to minus cos sin theta, so total minus into minus sin theta into d theta by dt equal to 0. This is the equation. So we can take a common that d theta by dt is common in all form. We can take outside. Therefore 2 get cancelled. Here also 2 get cancelled. So the rest of the value, that is I into d square theta by dt square. I just use the notation of theta double dot plus k a square theta plus mgl into sine theta equal to 0 value. So in the question itself, they're describing that for a small oscillation. So for small oscillation means theta is much lesser quantity. Therefore sine theta become theta itself. So this equation can be reduced into plus k a square plus mgl into theta goes to 0. So by writing as a standard form, I can write k a square plus mgl divided by I of theta equal to 0. Moment of inertia I can be find out as ml square because that rod is massless. So we can say by considering only the mass as a point mass at the end of the rod, which is at a distance L from the pivot point. So mr square or mk square is the basic definition. So this mass is at a distance L from the pivoting point. Definitely I value will be equal to ml square. Then comparing the standard governed differential equation of simple harmonic motion, we have d square y by dt square plus omega square y is equal to 0. So here in the place of omega square, the quantity is k a square mgl divided by I value. So natural frequency of the system can be find out as square root of k a square plus mgl divided by ml square. So this is the right answer of this configuration. Coming to the second part of the question, that is coming to the second part of this ninth question, we have the same method because there is a rotation happening for the system. So rotation energy method is more convenient. So that we can apply the basic method of energy. So according to energy method, system's total energy will be constant. Kinetic energy plus potential energy will be goes to a constant value. Here the potential energy part, only elastic potential energy is existing in the system because the body is moving along the horizontal direction. So gravitational potential energy change will be 0 for the system. So we don't need to consider that as previous part. So while considering the kinetic energy, here the system is rolling. Rolling means a combination of translation and rotation. So there will be two kind of kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy as well as translational kinetic energy. So we have to include both. So we can elaborate like this: rotational kinetic energy plus translational kinetic energy plus elastic potential energy plus gravitational potential energy. So writing the rotational kinetic energy for that system, we can write half into I into omega square, and linear kinetic energy, that is half into m into v square value. Then elastic potential energy, that will be half into k into x square, where x is the displacement, or sorry, the elongation of spring. Then coming to gravitational potential energy, we can say some value mg, h value is equal to constant. So for this system, we will assume that this disc or the roller is rotated by an angle theta. So since there is a pure rolling, there will not be a slip. Therefore, the translation displacement or the displacement of the body can be taken as r theta, because r is the radius of this particular roller. So we can replace x with the r theta. Therefore, velocity will be taken as r into omega also. Now I can replace omega with theta dot representation. So that will be theta dot square plus half into m into velocity can be represented as r omega. So r theta dot. So square of this quantity goes to r square theta dot square plus half into k into x square. X square can be replaced with r square theta square. So it's a term, then mg, h is a constant. Now we are going to take the derivative. So right hand side becomes 0, left hand side become half into I into theta dot square value. So 2 into theta dot, again derivative of that quantity theta double dot, plus half into m into r square 2 theta dot theta double dot plus half into k into r square theta square derivative. So that will give 2 times theta into d theta by dt value, plus there is no variation of gravitational potential with respect because the body is moving in the horizontal direction. So definitely we can write a 0 value. So that's equal to 0. So again we can formulate theta dot is common in all expression. D theta by dt nothing but theta dot. So that will go 0. Then 2 get cancelled. The rest of the term I theta double dot plus m r square theta double dot plus k r square theta is equal to 0. So this is the expression we get. By rearranging, we can find out that theta double dot plus k r square divided by I plus m r square into theta goes to 0. Definitely omega will be root of k r square divided by I plus m r square. So moment of inertia for the roller is nothing but a disk. So for a disk, moment of inertia about the centroidal axis I is given by m r square divided by 2. If we substitute this value, natural frequency is given by root of k r square divided by m r square by 2 plus m r square divided by 2. So by simplifying, omega n is equal to r square will get cancelled. Sorry, there will not be any 2, only m r square, isn't it? So the result will be r square get cancelled. So 3 by 2. So you will get 2k divided by 3m. That will be the answer.